With Scratch, you can make your own stories, games, and animations. Let's start by grabbing a move block. We can click the block to run it. There are many other blocks to choose from. Check out the different categories. Let's go to the sound category and grab a play sound until done block. I'll snap this onto our move block. When do we want these code blocks to run? Add an event block on top to start the code. I'll add the when green flag clicked block. You can easily reorder or delete these blocks at any time. Add as many characters as you want to your project and code each one. Check out the tutorials page for ideas and inspiration. Where do you want your project to take place? A soccer field? The ocean? At a concert? To add a backdrop, click this button. I'll pick space. Let's add another. This time, I'll pick spaceship. Use the switch backdrop block to pick which one to show. Let's build a quick story. I'll start in space. Then say, let's go to the spaceship, and switch to the spaceship backdrop. What backdrops will you choose?
You can change costumes to animate your character. Every sprite has multiple costumes. This bird has two, wings up and wings down. Use the next costume block to switch costumes. To keep going, you can use a repeat loop. Add a wait block to slow it down. If you want to show a specific costume, use the switch costume block. What will you create? Want to move your character using arrow keys? To move the character up, use change Y. To make it move down, use a negative number. To control with an arrow key, add a Win key press block. I'll pick the up arrow for moving up and down arrow for moving down. To go to the right, I'll use change X. To move it left, I'll use -10. Pick your own character and start moving. With the change size block, you can make a sprite get bigger or smaller. To keep going, you can use a repeat loop. Or type in a minus sign to get smaller and smaller. To reset size, you can use the set size block. 100 will get it back to the original size. Or try a bigger or smaller number depending on what you want. Choose your own sprite and try it out. With glide blocks, you can move your character from place to place. Place your sprite at a location, and then drag out a glide block. When you click the block, the sprite will glide to that point. To glide to a second location, place the sprite at a new point and drag out another glide block. To set a starting point, place the character where you want to start and drag out a go-to block and put it on top. Finally, I'll add a green flag on top to start the script. Choose a character and start gliding. To spin your sprite, use a turn block. To keep going, use a forever loop. To turn slower, try a smaller number, or a bigger number to turn faster. To reset the direction of your sprite, use the point and direction block. Choose a sprite and start spinning.
I've heard there's magic in the cave.
Oh, hi, how are you? To record a sound, go to the Sound tab and click Record. Boo! Name the sound. Now in the sound block, we can choose it. and then play it. Boo! What sounds will you record?
You can use the hide and show blocks to make a sprite disappear and appear. You could start by hiding your sprite, then wait 1 second, and then show up again. Perhaps I'll add a sound. What will you show and hide?
Want to add visual effects to your project? Try using the Change Color Effect block. To remove the effect, use the Clear Graphic Effects block. Try other effects, like Whirl. To make it happen more than once, use a repeat loop. Maybe I'll add a sound at the end. Experiment with different effects in your projects.
With Scratch, you can make a character fly. It can be anyone flying, anywhere. Start by choosing a character to fly with. Next, let's pick something to fly past. It can be anything. I'll pick buildings. To make our character look like it's moving, we can move the scenery behind it. Let's use Change X to move the building across the screen. Let's try a negative number to make it look like it's going past it. Let's make it repeat. Perhaps 50 times. Let's have our building start all the way to the right. We can use Set X. 0 is going to be in the middle, so let's try a higher number. I'll try 250. Let's have it keep going forever. We can start this script by pressing the green flag. To learn how to make your character move with arrow keys, add a score, or fly with a crew, click the green arrow. You can use Scratch to make music, create a song, make a beat, or anything else you can imagine. To get started, pick a sprite. I'll pick the saxophone. Now let's make it interactive. I'll make the saxophone play a sound when I click it. Click the green arrow to see this code again and explore what else you might add to your project. You can use your webcam to interact with your Scratch projects, pet a virtual animal, pop balloons, or anything else you can imagine. To start, let's add the video sensing extension. So, as you can see, it turns on our webcam and gives us a new set of blocks to play with. Let's start by making a simple project where we pet the cat. I'll grab the when video motion is greater than 10 block. So, the way this block works is it's measuring the amount of motion that happens underneath the sprite, and it's measured on a scale of 0 to 100. So 0 is no movement, and 100 is as much movement as we can do. Let's go ahead and stick with the default value of 10. So next, I'll grab a play sound until done block and attach it. So let's give it a shot. Maybe we'll try a higher value, like 95, just to see what happens. Okay, so nothing's happening. You really have to do a lot of motion. So maybe we go back to 10. Cool, I can't wait to see what you do with video sensing.
With Scratch face sensing blocks, you can create interactive projects that use the features of your face. This AI-powered extension uses a machine learning model to detect if it sees a face and where a nose, eyes, ears, mouth, etc. are. The blocks do not collect or store personal information, like recordings or images of your face. making it a safe, fun, and creative way to explore the possibilities of AI. To get started, add the face sensing extension blocks by clicking on the extension menu. Choose a block like Go to Nose and click on it while your face is visible on the stage. Combine face sensing blocks with other blocks in the block palette to create interactive games, stories, informational projects, drawing projects, and more. What will you create with Scratch face sensing blocks?
Take characters on a journey and have them speak aloud.
I'm floating.
You can have your character say anything,
I love the forest.
travel to different scenes,
It's too hot in the desert.
and even answer questions.
Hi there, Zoe.
To start, let's add the text-to-speech extension. This will add blocks you can use to make your projects talk aloud. You can keep the Scratch Cat or remove it. I'll add another character, which are called sprites in Scratch. I'll pick Danny. With text-to-speech blocks, you can make a character talk.
Hello.
You can also set the character's voice.
Hello.
I'll use alto.
Hello.
Let's start this script by clicking the green flag.
Hello.
Let's have our character travel to different locations. I'll add a few backdrops. I'll choose underwater, and I'll choose Jurassic. You can use the next backdrop block to choose between them. Now let's make it happen when we click the sprite. I'll use the Win Sprite Click block. If you want to remove a backdrop, click on the stage, click the Backdrops tab, and now click the trash icon. I'll select my sprite and go back to the Code tab. Let's add another character to this scene. I'll pick Dino. Let's have it say something.
Let's explore.
How about we pick a different voice?
Let's explore.
Let's have it glide to a random position and glide back to its current position.
Let's explore.
It would be fun if that happened when we switched to the underwater backdrop. Let's grab a When Backdrop Switch block. This will run the code when the backdrop is switched to underwater.
Let's explore.
Click the green arrow for more ideas. What will you create?
You can use Scratch to animate a name and bring it to life. Make the letters change color, spin, grow, or interact however you'd like. To get started, we'll pick a background. And then we'll pick our first letter. Let's remove the Scratch Cat sprite. Now, let's make it interactive. I'll make the letter play a sound when I click it. For more ideas, click the green arrow.
You can use Scratch to animate a character and bring it to life. Make it say something, move around, or do whatever else you can imagine. To get started, let's pick a background. I'll choose the Arctic. Next, let's pick a sprite. I'll choose the penguin. Let's make our character say something. I'll have my character say hello. Now let's animate it talking. We can do this by switching the sprite's costumes. Click the Costume tab to see the different costumes. We see this sprite has 4 costumes. Let's start with the penguin's mouth open, which is costume B. Then wait 0.5 seconds, and then switch to costume A, which is the penguin's mouth closed. Maybe we have it play a sound at the beginning. Finally, let's add a when green flag click block on top to start the code. Click the green arrow to see this code again and explore what else you might add to your project.
You can use Scratch to tell a story, create a conversation, switch scenes, or do whatever else you can imagine. To get started, let's pick a background. I'll go with the witch house. Now let's pick a sprite. I'll pick the wizard. Let's have our character say something. I'll have my character say, "Welcome to Magic School." I'd like to add another character, so I'll choose another sprite. This time, I'll pick the elf. It looks like the elf isn't facing the wizard, so I'll change the way they're looking. Let's go to the costume tab and choose Flip Horizontal, so the costume is now flipped to face the wizard. Let's make a conversation. I'll add a say block to the elf sprite. I'll make this character say, "I'm going on a quest." Let's click the green flag to see what happens. They both speak at the same time, so let's go ahead and add a wait block before the elf speaks. I'll make this 2 seconds. Let's have the characters change scenes. I'll add another background. This time I'll choose mountain. I'll reselect the elf sprite and go back to the coding area. Let's have the characters start at the witch house, wait 4 seconds, which is how long the conversation is, and then switch to the mountain backdrop. Finally, what if we don't want the wizard to be in the mountain scene? Let's go back to the wizard sprite and add a when backdrop switches to block. I'll set it to mountain and make the wizard hide. Let's try it out. Looks good. Now let's replay the project. The wizard doesn't show up at all. That's because we've hidden it. So what we'll need to do is add a show block at the top of the script so that whenever someone replays the project, the wizard will show first. Click the green arrow to see this code again and explore what else you might add to your story. With Scratch, you can make characters talk out loud, perform a song,
I'm the ghost trapper.
tell a story,
Let's go find it.
or anything else you can imagine.
Pass me the ball. I'm open.
Here it comes.
To get started, click this button and add the text-to-speech blocks. Now we can use these new blocks to make our characters talk.
Hello. Let's go.
We can change the voice and snap this block onto our speak block.
Let's go.
Let's make the character talk when we click it. We can go to the events category and add a when this sprite clicked block on top.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now, let's make our character move. We can go to the motion category and snap a glide to random position block onto our code.
Let's go. Let's go.
We can add a backdrop by clicking this button. You can pick anything you want. I'll pick Nebula. Let's add another sprite. A sprite could be a character or an object. There are lots of sprites to choose from. I'll pick the robot. How about we make this character perform a song? I'll go to the sound tab and pick a sound from the sound library. The loops category has music. I'll pick hip hop. I'll go back to the code tab. I'll add a when this sprite clicked block and make the robot start playing the hip hop sound. And I'll make it sing.
I am a robot. I like to dance a lot. Beep boop bop.
click the green arrow to see this code again, and explore what else you might add to your project.
Imagine if you can create a world where anything is possible. What would happen? Use Scratch to bring your ideas to life. Imagine if animals could talk. Or people could fly. Or things could grow and shrink. Bring your imagination to life with Scratch. What will you create?
You can use Scratch to make a Pong game. Bounce a ball, or something else, and score points to win. First, let's pick a backdrop. I'll pick this one. Let's choose an object to bounce around. I'll pick this ball. We can make the ball move with this block. Let's see what happens if we put it in a loop. Nice. Now, it seems to be stuck on the edge. Let's try adding this block. If on edge, bounce inside the loop. Okay, great. It's moving back and forth. Let's see if we can make it bounce at an angle. I'll make it point at an angle and start the code by clicking the green flag. Now, let's add another sprite that the player can use to hit the ball. I'll pick the paddle. I'll drag the paddle to the bottom, and I want the player to be able to move the paddle side to side by moving the mouse. So I'll make the paddle go across the stage when the mouse moves. And I'll add a green flag on top. Click the green arrow to find out how to hit the ball with the paddle, add a score, and more.
You can use Scratch to make a clicker game. Let's pick a sprite. I'll choose the balloon. Let's make it play a sound when I click it. To add a score, let's first create a variable called score. Now we can add the change variable block to our code. Click the green arrow to see this code again and explore what else you might add to your game.
You can use Scratch to make a chase game. To start, let's pick a backdrop. Now let's pick a sprite. I'll choose the octopus. Let's make it move when I press the arrow keys. When I press the right arrow key, we can make it move right. And left arrow to move left. Let's add a sprite to chase. I'll choose the star. Let's make this sprite move around randomly. Click the green arrow to see this code and to see what else you might add to your game. Bring characters to life by coding your own animations. Make them jump, talk, fly, or anything else you can imagine. To start, let's have our character say something. I'll have her say, "Hello, friends." Click the block to see what it does. Let's have this code run when we hit the green flag. You can also animate a character by switching costumes. I'll grab the next costume block. Let's add a play sound block. We can have the code run when we click the sprite. I'll grab the when sprite clicked block. Let's start to code another character. I'll select JP. Once I've clicked on JP, I'll be adding code for JP. Maybe we can make JP grow and shrink. You can make a character get bigger by changing the size, and get smaller by typing a minus sign. let's put this change size by 10 block in a repeat loop. This makes the character grow gradually. We can put the change size by -10 block in a repeat loop too. And I'll add a sound. Now, let's also have this code run when we click this sprite.
Yeah!
Click the green arrow for more ideas. What will you create? With Scratch, you can animate an adventure game. I want Garnet to be my main character. You can pick anyone you want. And if you can't see your character, click on their icon and you can make them show up or hide by clicking these buttons on and off. Click on the icon of your character, and now you can program them to do things. In Scratch, you drag out blocks of code from here to make programs here, which will make things happen here on the stage. Now, let's make our game. As you watch, you can pause the video and try each step. First, try going to the looks category and dragging out a say block to make your character say something. Now, I want to make my character follow the mouse so that I can move her around the screen. To do this, go to the motion category, drag out the block that says glide 1 second to random position, and choose mouse pointer from the menu. Attach this block under the say block, and let's see what happens. Cool, she talked and then went to my mouse pointer once. But we want our main character to always follow our mouse pointer. To do this, try dragging out a loop from the control category. When you put code in a loop, that code will happen over and over again. Awesome, now we can move our character with the mouse pointer. You can put in a smaller number, like 0.3, if you want your character to move faster. Let's attach this loop back under the say block and put a when green flag clicked block on top. And now we can start the game by clicking the green flag. Now, let's make our character collect items. Click on the icon of the item you want. And now you can program the item. Make sure you click show to make your item show up. What should we make the item do? I think that when Garnet catches the gem, I want it to play a sound, and then go to a new random place. To do this, go to the control category and drag out a wait until block. Go to the sensing category and grab the block that says touching mouse pointer and choose your main character from the menu. My main character is Garnet, so I'll choose Garnet, but if Finn was your main character, you'd choose Finn. And put that block inside the wait until block. Add a start sound block to make it play a sound, and then add a go to random position block to make it go to a random place. And let's add a green flag block on top. There we go. The gem waits until Garnet touches it, then plays a sound and goes to a new place. But I want it to do this over and over again. So try dragging out another forever loop and putting the code inside. Awesome. We've got a game going. Finally, let's add a score. To do this, go to the variables category and create a variable called score, or whatever you want to call it. Try dragging out a change variable block and choosing score. And if you put this code inside the loop, the score will increase every time your character catches the item. And let's reset the score to 0 when the game is restarted. Click the green arrow to see each step and to find out how to add more levels.